Finland is a winter destination many people would love to visit, but a lot of people only stick to Rovaniemi and Helsinki. There are many other places with hardly any tourists or no tourists that offer a way more authentic winter holiday. But it can be tricky to figure out where is actually worth visiting. That's why in this video we're sharing the top 10 winter places to visit in Finland. Whether you're planning your very first trip to Finland or you're coming back for round 2, this list will give you the perfect mix of bucket list spots and hidden gems.
Let's start with one of Finland's best all-around winter spots, Ruka and Kuusamo. Kuusamo is an area in Finland famous for its outdoor activities and also remote location. It's big enough to have ski slopes, husky safaris and a nightlife. But it's also small enough to feel like you're tucked away in the Arctic.
In fact, Ruka Ski Resort has hosted one of Finland's largest winter sports competitions. So how can you get there? Kuusamo has one airport that only serves national flights. As we mentioned earlier, it is a very remote town with many activities to do and lots of wilderness to explore. So because of that, we do recommend renting a car.
The region is also right next to Lanka National Park, so you get dramatic frozen rapids and insanely stunning postcard pictures. But what are some of the best things to do here?
We've got the two that we've already said, skiing at Ruka Ski Resort and visiting the Lanka National Park. Ideally, you can do a snowshoeing tour or hiking so you can make the most of it. One that instantly caught our attention was feeding hundreds of reindeer.
However, if you visit during the summer, bear spotting is a must. I know this is a winter video, but we had to mention it. Of course, we don't find it necessary to mention this, but in all the locations that we are talking about in this video, you should be able to see the northern lights.
Number 2 is one of those bucket list places. This place is probably more aimed for romantic couples or maybe even honeymoon trips. It's called Ranua Resort Artic Igloos and it's located in central Finland. The resort is really popular because it has beautiful glass domes, literally next to a lake which is frozen in the winter.
These glass domes or igloos allow you to lay down and observe the dark sky from the bed. You pretty much don't have to do anything, not even move. And you can of course see the northern lights if they are there. This resort is great because the domes are separated, so you also get that privacy that you look for when you go to this type of places.
To get to this specific resort, you will need to fly to Rovaniemi Airport, which also serves international flights. From here, you have 3 options. Either rent a car if you want to explore places during your time there, take public transport, or you can request the resort to pick you up from the airport, which will probably cost you a bit more. Apart from stargazing in your pajamas, you can also go husky sledding, try snowmobiling, warm up in a traditional sauna. There are so many things, the list just goes on.
And the best part is that if you are traveling with kids, you can visit Santa's home in Rovaniemi, which is just an hour away.
And you don't even have to be kids. I went there when I was like 18.
For number 3, we are heading away from Lapland into Finland's Lakeland. Lake Saimaa is a winter wonderland with frozen lakes, small towns and castles. There's a town in this area called Sovanlinna, which is home to Ovanlinna's castle.
The pronunciation's killing me.
It's terrible.
Sorry.
And during the winter, it looks even more dramatic surrounded by snow and ice.
Otherwise, Mikkeli is also a beautiful town with rich military history. Both of these towns are the kind of place where you can combine spa resorts, lakeside saunas, and outdoor activities, which is perfect if you want the winter vibes without going all the way to the north. But the best part is that both of these cities are really well connected. They have airports on the outskirts.
Now, we are really excited to share what activities you can do here because they are very unique. One of them is ice skating, and not in the typical ring with barriers around you. It's pretty much free ice skating on roads, lakes, which is so cool. And the second one is ice water floating, where you put on a dry suit and float over the water. They never say meet your heroes, but we definitely want to try this one day.
Number 4 is Koli National Park in eastern Finland. This place is all about the nature and views with huge hills looking over frozen lakes. It honestly feels like a scene from a painting. To get here, you will need to fly into Joensuu. And from here, As before, you can either rent a car, take a taxi, or public transport.
Majority of these places, it will be one of these three.
There's a town called Koli, which is the closest to the national park, but you can stay anywhere along the way, really.
And if you love ice skating, this is the one for you, because Koli National Park has the longest inland ice road in Europe.
Also, if you can make it, try to snowshoe up to the iconic Koli viewpoint. From here, you'll see pretty much everything around you for miles and miles. And the winter here lasts a little bit longer than in other places because the hills are facing the northeast, so they take a little bit longer to melt, and that means you can also visit a bit later in the year when all the crowds have gone.
For number 5, we are heading back into Lapland, but this time we are going far north to the border with Sweden. Welcome to Muonio.
Winter here is characterized by this extremely long snow season running from October to mid-May. This place is still considered a hidden gem because it's really remote. Just so you can imagine, even though Rovaniemi and Muonio are in the same country, the vibe can feel like totally different countries. And we are not saying that Rovaniemi is bad, okay? We're just saying that Muonio is really special. So why is Muonio so special?
Firstly, it's surrounded by one of Finland's most popular national parks. It apparently has the purest air in the world and a variety of biodiversity and super rare plants. But secondly, it's underneath the Earth's aurora oval. So this means that you can at least see northern lights every other night, which is one of the main reasons why people visit Finland, right?
Yeah.
To get here, you can either take an overnight train from Helsinki, which will drop you at a town called Kolari, which is just an hour away. And then from here, as always, take a taxi, rent a car or the bus.
Or you can fly to Kittilä, which is the closest airport, and from there connect to Muonio. But overall, we do recommend just asking your hotel or host which is the most convenient way, because the situation can change last minute and also the prices might be really different depending on where you are staying. There is a huge variety of outdoor activities you can do, and there's also a really nice ski resort for beginners or intermediate level to enjoy.
Like us.
Yeah. Myself, at least.
We've reached halfway, and if you are still watching and enjoying this video, we would hugely appreciate it if you could drop a like and subscribe. However, if you're not enjoying it, hit the dislike button. There's a lot of time that goes into these videos and your feedback is very helpful.
Number 6 is another hidden gem, Korooma Canyon. This place looks like Narnia in winter, and I'm not even joking. Massive cliffs, snow-covered forests, and most famously, frozen waterfalls. People actually come here for ice climbing, but even if you're not climbing, you can still hike into the canyon and see the ice walls glowing blue and white. It's one of the most photogenic spots in Finland, and surprisingly, not that well known outside of the locals.
The closest airport to Korooma Canyon is the airport in Rovaniemi. However, this time we are not recommending you to rent a car, take a taxi, nor a bus. This place, you can visit it as a day trip from Rovaniemi. It's way more convenient, and visiting the canyon with a guide will allow you to learn more about the area as well as visiting the best spots.
There is a tour that we personally recommend by a company called Wild About Lapland, where they will pick you up from your hotel in Rovaniemi, take you there, guide you, and also prepare a barbecue lunch. You can't get any better than this.
100%. Number 7 takes us all the way to the west coast of Finland, to a town called Kemi.
Here, we're going straight to the point. Kemi is on the seaside, and therefore a majority of the activities take advantage of this. The most popular activity you cannot miss is the Sampo Icebreaker cruise. This is not the type of cruise that you sleep inside. It tends to be a day tour, and it's a big ship that breaks through the ice. I mean, personally, it's a really cool experience and definitely something unique. As there are many tours, we have left in the description the one that we personally recommend. And it's not only the cruise, but you also get lunch and ice floating included.
Every winter, the town rebuilds its legendary iconic landmark, the Snow Castle. It's obviously made of snow, but think giant ice walls, sculptures, a hotel, a snow restaurant, It's basically a whole mini city made of snow and ice. And the best part?
It's never the same 2 years in a row because it melts in the summer and they start fresh each winter. You can even sleep inside if you don't mind your room literally being made of ice. I definitely wouldn't bring your flip-flops to this hotel.
That was terrible. I'm high-fiving you not to leave you hanging out. To get to Kemi, you can either take the overnight train from Helsinki, which basically drops you in the same city, or you can fly to the airport, which is just outside of the city.
Number 8 is one of my personal favorites. We have a deep connection with this place because we spent New Year's here a couple of years ago, and that is Akaslompolo. This small village sits right by Ilas, one of Finland's biggest ski resorts. And this is one of the main reasons why people come here. But do you want to know our highlight?
I do.
Every night we walk to this massive frozen lake to try and spot the northern lights.
This was actually the best place as there wasn't any light pollution. And guess what? We got to see our first ever northern lights together. It was such a magical moment and I could honestly cry.
Akaslompolo is a small town with basically one main street, one supermarket, and a lot of log cabins. I'd be confident to say that the lake is bigger than the town, no?
Probably.
As mentioned, the ski resort is one of the best, if not the best, in Finland. It is a few minutes outside of town, but is very well connected by the bus.
An activity that really surprised us was cross-country skiing. It was crazy to see the amount of people that we saw doing it. And it also looked really cool.
For a little bit of a change, we also took a bus to Levi, which is a bigger city nearby where they had an enormous spa. The best way to get to Akaslompolo is landing at Kittilä Airport and then, as always, take a car, bus or taxi to Akaslompolo. But I have to say, the taxis are really expensive in Finland, so...
I'm just saying.
It's fine.
Number 9 is one of the most mysterious places in Finland, Korvatunturi. In this area there's a mountain with the shape of an ear, and legends say that Santa and Mrs. Claus listen to all the children's wishes, allowing them to know what to give for Christmas.
Unlike Rovaniemi, there's no Christmas park here, just pure wilderness on the Finnish-Russian border. It's so remote, you need special permission from the border guard to even hike it. But that's also the beauty of it, untouched Arctic nature, silence, and a true end-of-the-world feeling.
The permit is free and you can include several people into one, so at least you don't have to pay. But you can also do tours, and when you join a tour, usually the companies deal with the permits, which is easier for you.
Ideal. Anyways, as usual, we have left the link in the description which talks about how to get there, the permits and some tour options. And finally, number 10, Luosto National Park. This area combines everything. Ski resorts, national park trails, and amazing dark skies for aurora spotting. It's pretty remote, which is always good because that means you have higher chances to see the northern lights, although there is a unique activity that you can do here.
In this area there is an amethyst mine, which are purple stones. But the best part is that you can find them yourself and also pick them and then take them home as a souvenir.
The most efficient way to get here is also through Rovaniemi. And at this point, it just feels like Rovaniemi is the solution to most of these places.
Well, these have been the 10 top places we recommend you visiting in Finland during winter. Hopefully one of them has at least caught your attention. But if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and you definitely like one of these videos appearing on the screen right now.
I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.